Really very little breeze to speak of as the game begins, and it'll be a touchback. They move the tight end Jeremiah Hazley. Leonard was looking in his direction. Now he takes off running. Looks healthy there. Ran well and went leaping over a would-be tackler. Chased out by Gilbert Frierson.
And a great job moving in the pocket. You see Jelani bringing a lot of pressure there against Justin Pickett, the guard. But feeling much better than it was a week ago.
He's a terrific athlete. Was a great basketball player in high school. And he gets smashed back at the 30-yard line.
Just right over the middle, working against the center.
Jordan Moore, the motion man on 3rd and 18. They're trying to set up a screen. It's complete, even though it might have been deflected. And Moore is dropped for a loss.
But a great start for the Cardinals on defense.
Porter Wilson, terrific punter. 4-year starter. Duke 4th in the country in net punting. Kevin Coleman, the return man. And he's down at the 29-yard line.
Just open field speed that very few in college football have.
One of the best running backs in the country. And he has elusiveness to go with the breakaway speed.
Jack Plummer's a very streaky player, so getting some completions early could certainly help his confidence.
They fake the run. There's Jamari Thrash, far and away their leading receiver. He has the first down into Duke territory at the 44 before driven back. He was first team all Sun Belt last year. Big hole, and Jordan needed to make one more man miss, and he was going to take it all the way. 19 yards for Jawhar Jordan.
And a great job by Dwayne Martin, too. You see he's lined up at fullback number 45. He goes across, hits the linebacker, and seals it right up the middle as Jordan just accelerates so quick.
They put Joshua Black now in motion, the backup offensive lineman. Jordan did not appear to get to the first down. Driven back by Terry Moore. Situation early in the 3rd quarter with a 7-point lead at Pitt last week. Plummer, they shove him. He's every bit of 6'5", and he gets the first down. Jordan. Touchdown! What an effort!
Just an excellent job out in front, too, by the tight end number 85, Kariski. Held up there about the 3-yard line, but you look at that offensive line, all come crashing down. The entire Louisville offense.
Michael Gonzalez in particular, the left guard with the helping hand at the goal line.
It's fun to talk ball with those guys.
Leonard looked one way, throws over the middle. Jalen Calhoun has the first down. It's Moore up the middle. They're 5 out of 10 this year on 4th down. Fake by Leonard. Wanted the tight end and goes down. And they turn it over on downs.
Tried to go with a little misdirection to get Hazley out in the flat. The tight end thought he might have had a chance if he would have gotten rid of it immediately. Instead, Leonard tries to stop his momentum, puts that left foot in the ground. It slides out from underneath him. He can't corral it, and Gelati drops him for a sack. A huge stop.
Louisville on its first possession went 72 yards in 10 plays. Plummer, wide open receiver, and a first down. Josh Lifson, the tight end, just his 4th catch of the year. Tight ends, that's a 19-yard gain.
And a great job off play action. When the run game's going, obviously there's so much the defense has to account for. Full flow by Duke, going from right to left to stop Jawhar Jordan. They boot Plummer out to the right. Throws a little bit high, but lifts him.
Their starting right guard, he was injured while warming up in their last game at Pitt and is out for the year. Here's Jawhar Jordan. Touchdown.
This is just really bad numbers for Duke. You see 3 guys on the left side of the offensive line. Look at all these defenders on this side. As a result, you're going to see the cutback lane, no problem. There, as you can see, the tight end Kuriski coming across, blocking the end man on the line of scrimmage, and then you have Jawhar Jordan in one-on-one in the second level against Jeremiah Lewis, where he's going to win that race every single time. As you take a look at the progressive pylon cam, a great shot of it. Another example of the open field speed.
Travelstead adds the extra point. 4 double-digit plays on offense already for Louisville out of the 16 they've run. Terry Moore bringing back the Travelstead kickoff, stacked up at the 21-yard line. They have 0 yards rushing on 6 attempts. And they're a team that leans very heavily on the run, and Leonard goes down again. For the second time, Ashton Gelati coming in fewest in the ACC.
And watch how Gelati engages with Hornibrook initially and then beats him with speed around the edge. Riley Leonard tries to buy some time, but just not nearly enough as Gelati makes another big play in the backfield.
And Jacob Monk is down again. Duke had given up 5 all year in their first 7 games. One play where Leonard went down on 4th down, scored a sack, deep throw on 3rd down and 8.
To stop the run, a good start there on 1st and 10.
It was Joey Gatewood who went in motion, the former Auburn quarterback. And it's Maurice Turner with the catch, weaving his way for a 1st down. Then they went into the bye week, as Jeff Brom said. It's a long 2 weeks when you come off a loss into the bye. Here's Isaac Garendo. Jordan's had a huge first half. Interesting that he hasn't been in there for a while. Low throw and an incomplete pass. Tried to get it to Chris Bell with Al Blades. Brady Hodges is the punter, and he's the backup punter. Jalen Calhoun, the fair catch at the 8-yard line. Jordan Moore, the motion man. Tough to tell if that was a busted play. Leonard running well.
Especially knowing it's that right ankle, too. That's what's been bothering him. See him put it in the ground right there and get vertical. That was probably the healthiest he's looked.
3rd down and 2. They're at their own 33. And the pass is caught. And a big gain for Duke. Jalen Calhoun.
And a great job here. They get a one-on-one matchup with Mason Reiger.
Leonard has been having difficulty finding open receivers. They keep it on the ground with Jordan Waters. Tough run, and then he got walloped at the end of it. His 44.3 career average, best in school history. And this is a good one, well located at the 11-yard line. Caught there by Kevin Coleman. Kansas is very good.
Excellent.
What a coach Lance Leipold is. Jawhar Jordan back in, and he gets 11.
There's only so much.
We're not going to let you give a minor cheap shot in the back, if there is such a thing as a minor cheap shot. Here's Jawhar Jordan again. Here's the question I want to ask you, Greg.
Really kill their will, and instead they went with the backups for very little gain.
They wound up punting for the only time in the half. Terrific effort after the catch by Jamari Thrash to get the 1st down with a 12-yard pickup. Duke defense either. I mean, they have 3 guys right around the ball. Couldn't get him on the ground. Finally, Anthony Nelson, the Harvard transfer, did. Thrash on the slant. 1st down. We talked to Tyler Santucci last night. The defense coordinator said we need to dominate on the defensive line, and we should. That pass is incomplete. Travelstead, a 47-yard attempt. And it is good. Travelstead, one of only 4 in the country who is both the place kicker and punter. Duke hurries to the line. They have all 3 timeouts left. 3rd and 6. Low throw and a catch by Calhoun, at least for the moment. The Louisville defenders signaling incomplete. Low snap, but Wilson handled it. Coleman tackled immediately, very well covered. Plummer goes under center. Jawhar Jordan. Just a continuation of the first half. So much of his yardage before contact.
Heavy involvement from his brother Brian. They got the run game going.
Out wide to Thrash. Stacked up by Chandler Rivers, and he is back at his alma mater, one of 19 head coaches in FBS, leading his alma mater's football program. Jawhar Jordan bounced around the NFL for a while. He's a 3-year starter. That quarterback, they were both outstanding players. Here's Jack Plummer scrambling for what looks to be a first down. It is to the 25-yard line. Duke didn't seem like they were really lined up. Some movement along the line. Jordan doesn't need any help with misalignments. Finally, Terry Moore made the tackle. They're 3-0 at home this year. Dropped for a loss. Maurice Turner by Wesley Williams. Very bright future, they believe, for Wesley Williams. Pressure, and down goes Plummer. Well-timed blitz, first sack of the day for Duke, courtesy of Ryan Smith.
And Ryan Smith comes right off the edge, and you're going to see the right side of that protection just slide down, and they were kind of not on the same page. It looked like Maurice Turner tried to save a life, but he couldn't get there in time.
Taking time off the clock here in the third quarter with a 17-point lead. Maurice Turner gets some help. Takes it down to the 3, and that makes it decision time. 20-yard attempt, and it is good by Brock Travelstead. The largest deficit of the season. The previous biggest was at the end of the game. 18 points against Florida State in Tallahassee. Leonard under pressure all day. Up for grabs. Each player had a shot at it. Number 2s. Samir Hagans and Jarvis Brownlee dampened for this Louisville crowd. Duke's 2 out of 7 on third down. They try to run a wide receiver screen, and it's intercepted. Gilbert Frierson picked it off. He was right there next to the intended receiver, and Leonard threw it anyway.
And it's perfectly played by Frierson. He sees immediately the receiver come inside on third and long. It's a tendency of Duke's to run those wide receiver tunnel screens. So Frierson paying a lot of attention, obviously, in their defensive meetings this week. He triggers on it, immediately reels it in.
Third down and 6. Jordan. All right, 4th and 2. Now what do you do?
They run something to the perimeter as opposed to settling for the 3 right here.
He's already 2 for 2. This is from 24. He's 3 for 3.
Very difficult throw, and he just misses it by 2 or 3 yards.
That's interesting. You mentioned the NFL. That one's on target, caught by Jordan Moore. And he's chopped down after he picked up the first down by Quincy Riley. You asked the percentage on the picks. The last time I looked.
We don't need to talk about that.
For a smart guy, but I have a feeling he'll pick it up as the year goes along. Leonard lost the football. He stood there for a long time. The ball popped out. Jermaine Lole knocked it out.
And you see Lole right there engaged with Brian Parker obviously filling in for the left tackle Graham Barton. He gets beat inside, and there's really nothing that Riley Leonard could do at that point. Routes are trying to develop downfield. He's getting ready to cut it loose.
And as we mentioned a few times, Duke had given up 5 all year. Fewest in the ACC and 5th fewest in the country. A man of great character, but a cheater on the athletic trivia question, which is okay. Isaac Garendo, the Wisconsin transfer, taken out of bounds by Jeremiah Lewis and came back to Duke. It's a 16-yard gain.
Yeah, an excellent job by the right side of the offensive line right there, displacing a couple of Duke defenders.
Johnny Unitas probably didn't run for 200. But he was pretty good. Here's Plummer. He's pretty good. Hasn't had to do a lot today. They lean heavily on the ground. And now motion from Jordan Moore. They snapped it with 4. And the play dropped for a loss.
And a great job. You'll see him here kind of on the right corner of your screen. He's in run support, sees it immediately, goes up, makes a play behind the line of scrimmage. And as a result, Duke is sending their punt unit out.
To Jeff Brom at Purdue. Said, hey, we think we have a pretty good quarterback here. You should take a look at him.
I think it's cool too. It shows his maturity too. You know, he didn't hold a grudge against Jeff Brom for going with Aiden O'Connell. He shows maturity, saying, hey, this is the guy I initially picked. I want to finish my career with him. And
they needed a quarterback after Malik Cunningham left. Hodges punts again. He'd probably earned the starting punter job with this performance today. No reason to continue to have Travelstead do everything. 48-yard punt. Veteran players using up their eligibility this year for Duke. They're going to have a lot of people to replace, especially on both lines. Leonard launches one deep, and it is caught. Jordan Moore with Devin Neal in coverage, hobbling as he tries to hurry to the line of scrimmage after a 47-yard play.
Yeah, and a great job on scramble drill too. Jordan Moore turning upfield.
He said, and then he just got better and better and better. Plays hard. He's very physical. Played 3 years at Baylor. Leonard in trouble. He took a hit up high, and there is a flag. The ball dropped by Jontavis Robertson. But against Gelati, it is not. 3rd and 20. Taking down to 6 minutes to go. Leonard down the middle and off the hands of Samir Hagans and incomplete.
I like Tyson Fury. I will never, ever pick against Tyson Fury. He's unbelievable. He's 7 foot to move the way he does or whatever it is. He's something.
Wilson's punt rolls down to the 2.
Participation trophies.
And he's going to leave here with a master's in sports administration in December and then go get ready for the NFL draft. And they think he'll coach someday. Or he's turning the ball carrier. As a matter of fact, Jeff Brom said he might almost be too smart.
They are really tough on defense, so better be ready to block them tonight.
Very short punt. And the fair catch made by Calhoun. And he's actually in rougher shape than Riley Leonard. So if we have to go to the backup, it's going to be Loftus. And that's a beautiful looking throw. And a catch by Jordan Moore for a first down. And the 24th best pro-style quarterback in high school football in the country last year. He was sacked 4 times. Hasn't been sacked more than 2 in any game coming in. Over the middle and almost intercepted by Trey Franklin.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
Garendo has the first down. They entered today ranked for the 8th week in a row. First time that had happened since 1957. You wonder if they'll stay in the rankings next week.